Hi everyone, and welcome to Two Cooks One Pot. Today we're making chocolate mousse. This is a really easy recipe to make. There's no need for a double boiler for this. You can just take a saucepan with about an inch of water in the bottom, and to that we'll use a stainless steel bowl here. Then we'll add our chocolate and just use very, very low heat until it begins to melt. After a few minutes, you can give it a quick stir and see that the melting has already started. And while that's continuing to melt, we'll move on to separating our egg. While we're waiting for the chocolate to finish melting, we'll separate 3 eggs so we can make our meringue. Once it starts to get foamy, we'll begin to add our sugar. By the way, mousse is the French word for foam. It's how this dish got its name. Chocolate mousse is basically just chocolate foam in France. Once it starts to get a little body, we'll add our sugar. You want this meringue to be fairly stiff. We'll add the rest of our sugar. And once it becomes firm enough to where it'll stay on the beater blades when you remove it from the bowl, then your meringue is ready. You want something that looks a little bit like this. Once you've prepared your meringue, the chocolate should be just about melted. All you need to do is give it a quick stir, and you'll see these solid looking pieces will melt as you're stirring it. Like so. Then as we're stirring the chocolate, slowly pour in the egg yolks to temper them as you're incorporating them into the chocolate. You don't want to scramble the eggs at this point, so that's why you keep stirring as you pour the egg yolks in. Once you have it completely mixed, it's time to add your orange extract. You can use other flavors. You can use vanilla extract, you can use almond extract, you can use Grand Marnier, you can use rum. Orange and dark chocolate are classic pairings. They taste really wonderful together. So I'm using orange extract for this. But feel free to play around with it and use what you'd like. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt to this. Salt really intensifies the flavor of chocolate. Now it's time to add the egg whites. You want to put about 1/3 of the egg whites into the chocolate and then start to fold it gently over on top of itself. Don't stir it, don't mix it, but fold it. The method I like to use is I start at the side of the bowl and scoop my way down to the bottom, then lift and continue to do that until I get a pretty good mix on it. You are going to have some white streaks in this. That's nothing to be alarmed about. Just keep gently folding. And the reason we're doing this gently is you don't want to deflate your meringue. The whole purpose of a mousse, or the whole goal with a chocolate mousse, is for it to be very light and foamy. So once we get it to about that point, we'll add the rest of our egg whites. And then again, gently stir, going from the side of the bowl down to the bottom, and then lifting it over on top of itself until you get it fully mixed. Now here's the dilemma when you're making mousse. You're going to have some white streaks in it. If you've got a little bit of OCD in your personality, like I do, it may drive you nuts a little. But you need to let that go, because the more you work it to get those streaks out, the more you're going to deflate your mousse. And this is a dessert that's supposed to be light and airy. So we put it in a piping bag, or if you don't have one, you can cheat and use a Ziploc, snip off the end, and pipe it into your dessert dish. Now all that's left to do is cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for 4 hours before serving. The longest 4 hours of your life. And now, the moment of truth. Very light, very fluffy. Let's give it a taste and see if it's chocolatey as well. Oh yeah. This is a super simple, very, very easy recipe to try. We hope you'll give it a shot. Please follow the link below for the full recipe and ingredient amounts, and please subscribe. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.